Hey guys, what's up? SKP here with Divine Dispatch, and I have a reading hot off the press, okay? Straight to you from Spirit. So, all my water signs out there, that would be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, all right? So, we're going to get into this message for you guys. And let's get to it, okay? So, I'm going to be using the Afro Goddess deck to do the main card for this reading, and then I'll be using my regular oracle deck to do clarifying cards as well as my channel messages from Spirit. All right. So I thank you, Spirit, that we have all of our wonderful water sign collective here. Please let me know what energy does this collective want to be in? And initially, before I started pulling cards for you guys, or before I started recording, I got the Keep Your Mouth Shut card from Spirit from my channel message deck. Okay. So this is going to be like the overall message of the message. Okay. Keep your mouth shut. I don't know. Tell us about this, Spirit. What energy does the collective want to be in? Okay. We got the crossroads. What energy does the collective want to be in? I'm taking that. The anchor. I'm sorry if y'all hear my kids in the background. They canceled school today because of some fake snow that was supposed to be coming here in North Carolina. So, please excuse me. The moon. Okay. This is the energy that you want to be in. Okay, now what energy is the collective currently in right now? What energy is the collective, our water sign collective currently in? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What energy are they in, Spirit? Thank you, Spirit. The ship. What energy is the water collective in? Ooh, the Ankh. What energy are they in, Spirit? The mountain. Okay. And what is blocking the collective, sir? What is blocking our water sign collective right now? The book. What is blocking the water sign collective? Mm. Thank you, Spirit, for telling me what is blocking the water sign collective right now. Let's mark it up. Thank you, Spirit. The garden. and the birds. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, for the messages. Thank you, Spirit, for clear messages today to the Water Sign Collective. I thank you for protecting the listener. I thank you for protecting me, the reader. Anything that is not of this energy sent to distract or confuse the collective, we ask that you remove it. Ashe. Thank you to our angel, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest light for being here. And thank you for me being a clear channel right now. Okay, so we got the crossroads, the anchor, and the moon for the energy that you want to be in. Okay. All right, let me see. These cards are new, so I'm going to read the descriptions a little bit for them so we can know the overall energy of these cards, and I'll clarify them with my regular ones. So, the crossroads, okay, separation, opportunities, and choices, okay, the anchor, stability, restraint, resilience, foundation, and the moon, subconscious, intuition, fantasy, affairs. So, I'm feeling like you want to be in an energy of where you're able to trust your intuition and you're able to trust and rely on spirit to for you to make your decisions. That's how I'm feeling. Like you want to be more rooted and grounded in your spirituality. You want to feel more tapped into spirit. You want to feel more anchored in your intuition and being able to trust yourself. Let me clarify these cards with my other oracle cards here. Thank you, Spirit, for clear messages. Clarify it. Okay. Firm foundation. Clarify the energy that the collective is in spirit. Clarify firm foundation, spirit. Third eye chakra. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. You want to be more rooted in your spirituality and in your inner knowing, right? And connecting with spirit and your intuition. Purify third eye chakra. Recognition and reward. I feel like you wanna please spirit. Like you wanna please God right now. And you're trying to figure out what path can I take right now that I could be fulfilled, that I could be stable in, rooted and grounded in, but also be able to use my gifts. You want to be locked in like a Black Panther, I just heard. Any more clarifying cards from the fifth spirit? What's that? Rest and rejuvenate. Yeah. You want to be able to use your intuition to be able to not take hard paths. Like you want to be able to not go down so many challenging roads, maybe. Like you don't want to keep making decisions and choosing paths where it's like, damn, I should have trusted myself. Damn, I knew I shouldn't have did that. Damn, I knew I shouldn't have. That's the energy I'm getting with this. Like you want to be in a rest and rejuvenative energy where it's like, okay, I know what I got to do. All right, cool. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. This right. I see this. I see that. You know. And thank you, Spirit, for giving me the verbiage to articulate these messages properly. Hopefully, y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Solar plexus. Yep. You want to be tapped in with your intuition with yourself to be able to trust yourself in your spirituality. Let's clarify with some of these cards, Spirit. Clarify the energy that the collective wants to be in. Ooh. Self love first. Emotional overflow. Hmm. I just heard, I'm on an emotional roller coaster. Who sing that? I forgot her name. Loving was never good for me, but I can't get off. Yeah, I know I can't sing. I'm sorry. But I have to channel what I'm channeling. All right? I got to channel what I'm channeling. Okay? It's giving emotional roller coaster. But no, you want to be, so it's like pretty much, yeah, like what I've been saying. You want to be in an energy of, I can trust me. I can trust myself. I know that spirit is working me. I know what I'm hearing is correct. I know what I'm channeling is correct. I know however it fits for you, right? To be able to make these stable and solid decisions from a place of emotional maturity. September, maybe some of you've been feeling this way since September or like been feeling, I'm feeling emotionally overwhelmed since the fall. Okay, let's get into more of this message, Spirit. What is the current energy of the collective? You have the ship, the Ankh, and the mountain. Woo! Sacrifice and destiny. Okay, this is already getting deep, child. I'm gonna get one more clarifying card, and then I'm gonna just explain what those cards, the original pulled cards, mean. Throat chakra. Definitely a lot of blue on the table. A lot of blue. Let me just show y'all these again. For the energy, and this is the energy that you're in right now. Okay, you got the ship. Look at that water. The Ankh and the mountain. Okay, the ship. Journey, travel, faith, guidance. Designed to withstand turbulent water, the ship card alludes to an extended journey propelled by the actions of the well intended. It is clear that they have deep faith in their eventual arrival to this glorious destination, though it is out of sight for now. Know that this voyage, blessed by Ra, may take some time. However, it will be a catalyst for positive change. Exercise some patience. You will arrive exactly when you're supposed to. For now, stay focused and enjoy the ride. Bon voyage. Okay? So you're in this energy. It's like you know your ship is coming in. Like you can see the fact that, well, it's not even the fact that you can see. It's more so like you have the faith. You have the faith that this is coming to you. This is heading towards you. This main goal. This knowing of self. This spiritual upgrade. I just heard. Maybe you're wanting a spiritual upgrade right now. Okay. The Ankh, spiritual sensor, life force, and continuance. A destined rebirth is happening. It is necessary and it is by design. Allow the clouds to roll. In their movements, you will obtain a clear vision. Allow the fires to burn, for the flames of destruction bring on the ashes that fertilize transformative growth. Allow the waters to flow, as the fluidity will carry you to a place of truth and release. Also, allow the trees and flowers to flourish, as they will protect and shade your journey of spiritual immortality. Immorality. Yeah. Immortality. Sorry. Immortality, y'all. The Ankh card guides us to a place of rebirth after pain and death of a cycle. It represents silence, alchemy, and mental shape shifting. What's here now is powerful and endless, just as the life force of the Ankh is continuous. The strength to let go and the courage for vision and change is all you need to bring from this life into the next. One second, y'all. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back, y'all. So yeah, it feels like you're in turbulent waters, right? But you're also in a sense of knowing that something is coming in. Like all you're going through is not in vain. Your turbulent water is not in vain, okay? And you're also in the middle of a spiritual awakening or a spiritual upgrade, okay? And then the last one we have is the mountain. Problems, obstacles, challenges, impairment. Yeah, so it's like you feel like, I just heard you feel like you're in a tower moment. It's like you feel like, okay, what the hell is going on? Maybe you're having like, I just heard emotional turmoil. Mm, mm-mm. Let's read what the mountain actually says. Can you imagine the amount of strength, resilience, and patience required to climb the steep and rocky terrain of Mount Kilimanjaro? The mountain card appears when obstacles arise that you cannot avoid. The mountain card appears when obstacles arise that you cannot avoid. These obstacles, struggles, or delays may be causing you to feel stuck. It will be up to you to find a way to climb and overcome this challenging mountain. Don't stop until you reach the top. Sure, there will be hurdles and bad weather, but you are built to withstand the climb and ascend to a get him talk. Ascend to a place of peace. Okay? We must always remember that it is our challenges and hard times that eventually force us to elevate ourselves. So, yes, you're in this time, but like I said, like you're going through what you're going through, but it's not in vain. You're going through this because it's sharpening you, it's giving you the tools that you need in order to be in the place that you want to be, right? You can't just hop, skip, and get there out of nowhere. You have to go through things like that. That's where the wisdom comes in. That's where the experience comes in. That's where you allow spirit to give you the divine downloads and the knowledge and the wisdom from everything that you're going through, right? Maybe you're in certain situations because you have to see how you came out of that. Like maybe you have to go through something just so you can look back on it and be like, wow, that's what I did. I alchemized that. I literally transmuted all that energy and made it my own and came out and got something out of it. Like that's what this is telling me right now. Okay. You're climbing a mountain, you're on turbulent waters, but you're on the ship, right? You're on the mountain. You understand? And spirit is guiding the way. Let's clarify with this the throat chakra we have here. We have the destiny card and we have sacrifice. Sacrifice actually came out first, so I'm gonna start with that. Mm. Okay, so spirit just brought my attention back to this. Keep your mouth shut, right? This was the first message that I came to, that first came out. Okay, so keep your mouth shut. Stop speaking negativity into your atmosphere. Thank you, spirit. Stop. Okay, like keep your mouth shut. Signed spirit is basically saying, honey, like you're talking too much, and what you're doing is you're redirecting the outcomes and you're changing situations because your tongue is powerful, right? Our words hold power. That's not just a saying. That's actually like real, for real, in real time. So, and then the throat chakra, right? I wasn't even paying attention to how this came out as well. The throat chakra. Energy you're in is like you're speaking negatively. I feel like you're speaking negatively over your situation or about your future, about your outcome, or about however you feel. And spirit is wanting you to keep your mouth shut. Like if you don't have that's saying like if you don't have anything nice to say, you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all. That's what spirit is saying because it's like you're changing the energy of it. You're changing the atmosphere. But anyways, back to sacrifice, okay? Powerful achievements are usually born as a result of great sacrifice. This card represents a self-sacrifice in a time when you should look around your life to see what needs to be released. By surrendering and letting go, there will be more room to receive. The rewards for this are transformation, wisdom, gratitude, and enlightenment. Okay? This card signifies that there's a situation happening or about to occur in your life and you can't control the outcome. This would be a good moment to pause, rest, have patience, reflect, and meditate. Okay? It would be wise to stand back so you can learn to look at events with a more understanding, intuitive eye. This is pretty much what I just said. Spirit wants you to like look at the actual situation for what it is so you can have a better understanding instead of just being in your feelings about it, instead of just being emotional about it and like just feeling like, oh my god, this shit feels crazy. I'm in turbulent water. This mountain, I've been climbing this mountain for 5, 10 years now. I've been climbing this mountain. Am I ever going to reach the top? Yes. Right. Have courage and to know that renewal follows every conclusion. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. But nothing happens out of mistake, okay? What did I just say? Have courage and to know that renewal follows every conclusion. Yeah, and so that was from a whole nother passage, from a whole nother card. And I just read that specific passage. I don't know where spirit led me to it, okay? So pretty much spirit is saying like your renewal, your ship, you know what I'm saying? It's coming. But you have to go through whatever this is that you're going through, and you're going through this for a reason. Okay? There's something that you need to get out of this time, out of this situation. There's a lesson that you need to get. And in the meantime, while you're learning this lesson or gathering whatever is left that you need to gather from whatever it is that you're in and releasing the rest, do not speak negatively over your situation. You have to step back sometimes and be from the outside looking in. Okay? But as I was trying to read before, sacrifice, which is also the hangman in regular tarot cards. This would be a good moment to pause, rest, have patience, reflect, and meditate. It would be wise to stand back so you can learn to look at events with a more understanding, intuitive eye. Try to view people, issues, or problems from a different perspective. If you can achieve this, it will have a profound effect on your soul and your life. The sacrifice card can also symbolize a period of transition and change. The solutions you seek may be slow in coming, for it could be necessary to live into the answers. Accept the things that you can't control, heal, and leave the past behind. Move forward. It says toward, but yes, move forward. Move toward your future and watch for new doors opening and paths that are being shown to you. Okay? So I just get pretty much stop focusing on the negative and the bad of the situation. Like start looking at the open doors. Like start looking at, okay, how can I make the best out of what I'm in? How can I turn my negative thinking or my negative whatever feelings about what's going on into a positive thing? Right? Because then you're going to start to see, okay, I know I'm not going through this in vain. I know spirit didn't just leave me hanging. Most High didn't just leave me hanging, right? And also, there's no need to talk about what you have in mind. There's no need to talk about what you have planned or what you're seeking, if that makes sense. Let's look at destiny. Good luck and fortune are now in your favor. A cycle of change, success, and growth is imminent. Life ebbs and flows in its natural journey, and the Destiny card signifies that good karma has come full circle. Lady Luck is pointing directly at you. What you sowed, you're about to reap. Open up your heart and accept and receive what you've earned. Opportunities, whether expected or unexpected, are knocking at your door. This is the time to allow your problems to be replaced by solutions. Believe in destiny as you learn to let go of old issues, right? You're being given a chance to understand the lessons and gain the wisdom from the past. This is exactly what we just said, my water babies. Okay? You're in this situation to learn from it, to understand it, to get it so you don't have to repeat it again. Thank you, Spirit. Okay? So you don't have to keep doing it. So you don't have to keep being in this energy and you can feel like you can trust yourself and you can feel like you can trust Spirit. That's why you're going through this. Okay? That's why. You're being given a chance to understand the lessons and gain wisdom from the past, enabling you to move steadily forward in a positive direction. Hold on to a strong belief, holding on, excuse me, to a strong belief that you deserve to be happy and prosperous and have abundance in all areas of your life is the key. Exactly. And speak it so. Okay? The confident mindset will show you that the impossible can indeed become the possible. With this card, take advantage of all opportunities. Act now, take responsibility for your actions, and enjoy the fact that destiny is presently in your favor. Don't always rely on luck. However, for the wheel, most definitely will turn again. If that ain't confirmation, I don't know what is. You're on this journey for a reason, baby. And at the end of the day, you have to start changing your perspective. You have to start looking at this thing like, okay, I'm learning, I'm growing from this. I get it because that's what spirit is looking for from you. Instead of you speaking negatively about whatever it is that you're actually going through, speaking negatively like, oh man, this bill due, that bill due, this going on, that's going like whatever the situation. I'm just using examples, okay? Whatever your situation, it's time for you to come up higher in your thinking. It's time for you to come up higher in your emotional maturity because that is the thing that you're seeking anyways, right? You're seeking to have the intuition and the insight to know which way to go and to know what to do when you come in these situations. That's what you want, right? And you're in the turbulent situation right now. That's the energy that you're in. You're in the turbulent situation. Like you're in the uncomfort, you're in the discomfort, you're in the chaos. And you're speaking negatively, spirit is saying. And that is not what you're supposed to be doing right now. Let me get some clarifying cards. Middle of the day. You already know the answer. Okay? I just heard there's no need to fret. Like there's no need to panic. There's no need to like you're not the type of person who haven't been through shit. Like you've been through stuff. You've definitely been through stuff. Like this is not an end all be all situation I'm hearing. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I know what it feels like to be tired. I know what it feels like to be like, okay, enough is enough. Tired of the same shit. Lord have mercy. Trust issues, okay? Yeah, you're having issues. Trust in spirit that this isn't going to be the same thing again. That if you use your intuition and you learn from the situation, like you make your decision, it's not going to lead you right back down to the same path. Because you tired of being in that path, right? You want stability. Prayer answered. Dream message. So like it's like some of you could be having dreams at this time or dreaming about your current situation or like having dreams about being in bad situations. But spirit is saying like this after this turbulent situation is over with, as long as you do what you need to do and trust yourself and stay in your energy and stay positive and stay like, okay, I see what's going on here. Like you have to get what spirit is putting down. I'm hearing like you have to understand why you're in these situations and have accountability because that's the thing that's going to get you to be anchored in your intuition, right? With the anchor in the moon for you to be stable in your mind and stable in your decisions, being able to see. And then it's like with the moon here, it's like it's almost like an eyeball. You know what I mean with the moon being the pupil, like your inner vision, promotion. Once again, I keep hearing God is upgrading you. Spirit is upgrading you, upgrading your gifts, upgrading your intuition. But you have to use it in order that's the key. You have to use your intuition. Like you're in these situations as a test, I'm hearing. Like you're in these situations because spirit wants you to use your intuition to figure out how to get out. So then you can see, like, hey, that's how I get out of it. That's how I do this. That's how I transmute this. That's what spirit is wanting right now from the energy that you're in. This is your current energy. So this is what you should be doing, right? Let's move on to what's blocking the collective. The cards you got down here for what's blocking you are the book. And notice it says alchemy. I don't know if y'all can even see that, but it says alchemy on the book that she's touching. The garden and the birds. Heavy with the moon energy, right? Moon and the sun. So, okay, so this is for what's blocking you. The book, the garden, and the birds. So let's look at the book first and see. Secrets, knowledge, research, education, and information. Knowledge is power. The book card represents knowledge, education, wisdom, and hidden secrets. There are so many things about this existence to be discovered. Those who have come before us were so gracious to transcribe their teachings in manuscript form. So it is our duty to research our questions and build our wealth of knowledge on a continuous basis. The book card shows information for you that you need to research. It could be anything from a formal education to a secret within your relationship. Either way, it's time to delve into the unknown and study the facts of the matter, right? Okay. So I'm feeling like this is representing, as far as it being the position of what's blocking you. Maybe it's like you're not digging deeper into things. Excuse me. You're not tapping in to do more research on whatever the situation is or whatever knowledge. And I'm hearing like this is more so not even a relationship, but it's like more so like whatever knowledge and wisdom that you're hoping to gain. You know what I mean? Like whatever greater impact you're wanting to have with your spirituality or your intuition, it's like you have to also study, you have to learn. And I think that also comes into play with the energy where you are when it's saying like you need to focus on where you want to be. You need to focus on how you're getting out of the situation, what you're learning from the situation. And I feel like this is coming up because you're not doing that, right? You're not looking deeper into it and from a different perspective to learn something. You're just in it and feeling it. It's the garden. The beauty of the garden has always been the greatest setting for lighthearted gatherings. The garden card illuminates all social events like networking, get togethers, celebrations, and community or group activities. It will be within these groups that you will be able to enjoy the time to finally mingle and see what this party has to offer. Relax and enjoy the scenery in good company. You're in for a great time. Maybe you're too outside right now. Maybe you need to sit down. Okay? Maybe you too much in the garden trying to look and control the situation, trying to see and fit in where you can fit in and get in, and spirit is just like, no, sit down. There's something I need you to see. I need you to look into this right now. Like I need you to get into this, right? This energy that you're in, because there's something that you need to be seeing and learning from it. And you're like, I'm trying to be outside. Yeah. Nigga that made me mad again. I'm back outside. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, and the last one was the birds. The energy of the birds is full of communicative exchange, negotiations, and restless activity. Yeah, sit your aunt there. When you think of how birds gather and chatter loudly and fly about in a group, know that their nervous energy can lead to both negotiations and gossip among those involved. This is a time of great activity in your life, and you are possibly putting in a lot of energy to get to your next destination. On the other hand, the bird's card can represent being distracted by this flighty energy and unable to focus on your goal. You're going to have to quiet the noise in your mental space and find your focus. And that is exactly what I feel like is this card is saying. Like, get out your head, especially when it comes to being negative about your situation, negative about what you're not seeing coming in, because spirit is saying like you have more to do. Like you have more to see in your situation before you can get to the next level that you want to get to. But you're going to get there. But this is a call to your attention, right? Let's clarify these. Thank you, Spirit, for clarifying what's blocking the collective. Ancestor message. Yeah. What's blocking the collective? And I just heard stop telling your business. Like if you're out and about, you going out or you're meeting people and hanging out with different groups of people or you're regular people and you just telling everybody like, oh, I'm in this situation and da 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 da. Desire. Yeah. Your desire for a soul connection is what's blocking you. Your desire to be in them streets. No judgment. No judgment at all. Oh Lord. You know, already know the answer. You already know the answer. You know what's blocking you already, Spirit says, okay? We're not taking the rest of these. This is way too many. I'll take this one. July. Mm. Yeah, that's Cancer energy. Ooh, that's Cancer Leo energy, actually. But yeah, alignment to your energy and aura, right? That's what Spirit wants to bring in. Energetic alignment in all areas. They just need you to lock in like a Glock pen. Said that at the beginning of this reading too. On point. Thank you for confirmation, Spirit. Anything else you want to tell the collective about what's blocking them? Get ready to close up this message. Think we didn't hit all the points we needed to hit, y'all. What's this? Vedic connection. Mm-hmm. Your connection to spirit is faded because you outside. You have to go within, baby. You gotta go within. Stay within. Do more research on spirituality. Do more research on your gifts. I'm hearing like do more research on the things that you want to obtain spiritually. Okay? There's a bunch of knowledge. There's a bunch of downloads coming your way. But Spirit is saying you also have to do some of this work. Like you also have to do the work. You can't just be chilling or hanging out or just focusing on whatever situation you're in. I just heard financially or physically, whatever situation that may be with a person, place, or thing. Okay? And it's not the focus. The focus is how did I get here? And what am I going to do different to get out? Period. And learning how to what? Keep your mouth shut. Okay? That means don't tell all your business. That means don't speak negatively of your situation or of your future or over others, right? Because, like, especially in the energy that you're in, there's so much blue, and the throat chakra came out. So it's like you're in the energy of like social butterfly. Spirit wants you to bring it back in. Really back in, baby. Okay? All right, so I'm gonna leave it here, guys. I think that is it for the message I have for all my beautiful water signs out there, ladies and gents. Thank you for tapping in with the Divine Dispatch. I hope this resonated with who it needs to resonate with. This is a timeless message, okay? For my water signs. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day and tune in for more collective and zodiac readings on the channel. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. All right, see ya.